This is Break Fast, a segment about how long I fasted before breaking, how much weight I've lost since my last fast, what foods I'm breaking it with, and how many calories I consumed, how long my eating window was, my weight after refeed, how I'm feeling, and what's next. Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 39 of Break Fast. Let's just get right into these numbers here. So yesterday I completed my 10th 42 plus hour back-to-back fast. Currently working on number 11, but this 11th one is going to be a 65 plus hour fast because I want to eat on Christmas Day. This is going to actually be my first fast that's going to be over 65 plus hours since late November when I did a 141 plus hour fast. So this last 42 plus hour fast lasted me 46 hours and 30 minutes. And then I weighed in at 134.8 pounds, right on the brink of the high end of my maintenance phase between 125 and 135 pounds. If you look at the last three weigh-ins on the 42 plus hour days I broke my fasts, I am hovering right at the 135 pound mark. Feels like that's where my body wants to be right now, although I'm really aiming to get it in the high 120s. Low 130s. So I want to lose just a little bit more. You know, I had that weight go up a bit when I got sick. I've gone through this story too many times now, but yeah, the point I want to be at is just a little bit under. Not stressing about it though. Christmas is coming. I know I'm going to be eating a lot more on Christmas Day, but I'm going to get into that after I show you what I broke my fast with. Like always, I started with a salad, chipotle cheddar, extra dressing, extra cheese, and I also added croutons with this. That brought the calories up to 702. And then while I waited for veggies and protein, I had 3 bananas. This totaled out to 315 calories. And then Italian sausages, Brussels sprouts, 1.14 pounds, 3 Italian sausages, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, also balsamic as well. This was 1,273 calories. Most of those calories came from the Italian sausages. And then I had chips, guac, and salsa. None of this should be surprising, but 710 calories. And then while I waited for chicken strips, I had a protein bar, 300 calories, and then chicken strips, honey mustard, barbecue, 766 calories. And then to end the night, I had half a pumpkin pie, and then whipped cream, 1,190 calories for a total of 5,256 calories. I actually ate all of this in 1 hour and 42 minutes, 43 minutes. Either way, I ate it pretty quick. It's kind of surprising how much I can eat in under 2 hours. Not something that I guess I'm surprised in a way and not so surprised in another way. It's just, I usually give myself a lot more time to have these refeeds, 3.5 hours, 4.5 hours, sometimes a little bit longer. But just because I eat this way, just because I eat, well, this time it was 5,000 calories. Typically I'll eat 7,000 calories, but just because I eat this way doesn't mean that you have to. Let's get that out of the way first. The reason I eat the way I eat is because I have trouble with portion control. That is not new news to people who are regulars on this channel, which is why I always stress to do what works for you. What I show here, what I provide is just a guide. It's a tool to maybe help you find some tips and tricks to work on your fasting regimen, maybe with exercise, nutrition, the mental part of it. Just trying to be transparent and accountable, I think helps with others as well. So find what works for you. You don't have to do everything I do verbatim. But the one thing I've learned over time, especially when I've had issues with portion control, is that I can eat big, I can fast for long periods of time, and I can still lose weight. So much so that I have lost 90-ish plus pounds. The one thing you can take from me verbatim is the consistency part. Doing it over and over and over again. Whether you succeed or you fail, you get right back up and you do it again. That consistency will build results. Those results should provide success. With that being said, today is the third day of Consistency Challenge Week. This is the very first Consistency Challenge Week that I put together, but I am here checking in. Today I walked 5.23 miles. I am posting my daily video as you're watching this. I'm working on my 11th 42 plus hour. And I'm working on my 11th 42 plus hour back-to-back fast. What about you? Well, this is actually going to be a 65 plus hour one, so don't forget that. Anyway, what about you? How are you doing when it comes to your fasting? Son of a... What are you doing in terms of your consistency? Are you checking in on the comments? Have you been posting since Monday? If you're new, that's okay. Come join. Let us know what you're doing consistently. Are you fasting? Are you eating a certain way? Are you limiting calories or a certain macro? Is it just about hitting that timer, being consistent with that? Whatever it is, take those little steps to help remind you to be consistent so you can find success. One last thing before I go, my mind kind of went all over the place when that truck started honking its horn, but the weigh-in today on my the day after refeed, I weighed in at 139.8 pounds. So a 5-pound gain from yesterday's 42 plus hour fast, then I'm not sweating it. I really am not. I'm not stressing about it. A big reason is a lot of this exercise I've been putting in, going to the gym and lifting weights. I lifted weights yesterday. I'm actually sore today. I'm like that good sore. You know what I'm talking about? When you feel that like soreness, but it feels good. Like, you know, you worked it out. And that's kind of where I'm at. If I wasn't working out, if I wasn't lifting weights or doing all this cardio, I'd feel a little guilty, probably a lot guilty for just eating and not doing anything else. I mean, yes, I am fasting, but exercise now is a big part of who I am and what I'm doing. And I think it helps allow me to eat a little bit more as well. So Christmas is coming and I'm going to eat a good amount. I'm going to save a video on that later about the guilt and the feeling bad about yourself, but just a little piece of advice, which I'm going to share again in a future video, but don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. We're going to have these ups and downs. Christmas is a hard time for a lot of people. Enjoy that day. If that's one of those days that you want to relax, not work out, eat X, Y, and Z, but at least be a little mindful, you know, be happy, enjoy that day, but also know that it's time to get back to work after that. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Again, let me know in the comments how you guys are doing on this consistency challenge. Hopefully you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Bye.